fun to do bad things, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
But on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, we see.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars. Because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined a street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out there.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. We're going to be going over to Sturgis, New Zealand, situation over there, and we're going to be talking about the Punjabi Devils. Their founder is charged with selling machine guns, possession of a grenade, and a bunch of other things. So we're going to talk about that. And if you guys never heard of this club before, they're associates to the Hells Angels in Northern California. So we're going to talk about that today. Their leader's in some serious trouble. And he tried to flee the country to get away from these charges. Didn't work out too well for him because he got bagged up at the airport. Hey, what's going on? Jimmy Mack, how are you? Lindsay, thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate everything you do for this channel. Mountain Woman, how are you? Sneakerdelphia. Wow, even the Punjabis want to be bikers. Hey, Jet VA, how are you? I finally got to watch it live. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining me. Rah, how are you? So today, we got a bunch to talk about. You know, Sturgis is underway right now. Started off today. This is the first day of Sturgis. So if you're going out to Sturgis, make sure you have a safe time. Hopefully it's peaceful there this year. There's a lot of rumblings, and the police are on high alert. So Sturgis Police Department is ready for the 85th motorcycle rally. This is in Sturgis, South Dakota. In less than 24 hours, the 85th Sturgis Motorcycle Rally will be underway with over 450,000 or more riders celebrating the event. So there's supposed to be 500,000 people there. All day and night, police officers will be patrolling by foot, car, motorcycle, both downtown and across Sturgis. We do have motor officers, they said, but the majority of law enforcement is foot teams. so they can be there walking, visible. They can deter crime as well as being able to enforce any laws or any violations they see. You see, I don't think that should be part of the police's job. Policing, they should be there to help people. That's it. They shouldn't be actively looking for things that are going on. They should be there just to help people. Like, why are they actively searching out things? I think they overstep their authority quite a bit. So why don't you just let people have a good time? So, any violations they see, from open containers to traffic violations to domestic violence, you name it, the chief said. Additional help from several states will be underway at Sturgis, including neighboring states like Indiana, Florida, and Tennessee. Well, why the hell would they need help from Florida? So something bigger is at play here. We all know that there's a lot of motorcycle clubs that are going to be in Sturgis. Quite a bit. So, of course, the feds are going to be there watching. Why would they have Florida help them in South Dakota? Because they want to be on top of things. Coming here, different atmosphere, different people. You're interacting with people from all over the world. I've talked to people that come here from Canada, people that come here from Germany. Indiana police officers said, at the end of the day, these officers want visitors to have a good time. Just need reasonable level. Your job is to provide public safety. That's it. That's all they should be there to do, is provide public safety. And make sure everyone is enjoying their time that they want to. We want everybody to come and have a good time, enjoy the band, enjoy all the things that Sturgis and the Black Hills have to offer. We want them to do it safely. Officer Wood was hooked after his first year here, and he's been traveling to work the rally every 8 years for 8 years straight. I didn't realize how massive the crowds were. And we're interacting and mingling with people, moving in the crowds. And there's a lot to watch. There's a lot going on, You just keep everybody safe. It's a big job. It's a tough job to do. Wood said these officers will have their final preparation meeting before the large crowds start to fill the streets on Friday morning. So it has officially started. So if you're out there, hit me up, and maybe we can, I could have you on a stream, and you could stream live from Sturgis. So if you're out there and you're going to be in Sturgis, hit me up, and I'll send you a link, and we'll stream it live. Money is why Staxx, the whole town is bike week. Let's break the money for the year. Yeah, that's where all the money comes for that one town all year. Just comes from this event. If that event was canceled, wasn't it canceled during COVID? That would destroy the whole town. They'd be broke as shit. They got to make millions on that day. Millions. So now we're going to travel to New Zealand. A rider on a stolen motorcycle has died in South Auckland this afternoon. Police said the crash occurred after a motorbike sped away from a patrol car. Police said they were looking for a stolen motorbike in the area when a unit observed a bike traveling along the road about 12:20 p.m. The police car made a U-turn in an attempt to signal for the vehicle to stop. However, the rider accelerated off at speeds before police car activated its lights and sirens. Another police unit spotted the bike crashed on McShane Street a short time later. Police said that the rider was pronounced deceased at the scene. There's now an investigation underway in which will work to establish the facts surrounding the tragic incident. This includes notifying the Independent Police Conduct Authority as a standard procedure. We are also working to support those affected and their families of our staff that were involved. The road around the scene of the crash was closed. I mean, that type of stuff happens every day, right? But anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. The Punjabi Devils. It says, the boss of a U.S. biker gang, the Punjabi Devils, sold guns and tried to flee to India. The founder of the biker gang, Punjabi Devils. Damn, that his name is hard to pronounce. We'll just say his name is Jash. 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 Anpret. Jashembet. He was arrested while fleeing to India and charged with multiple firearms offenses, including selling a short-barreled rifle, machine gun conversion devices to an undercover officer. A search also uncovered a grenade and other military-grade explosive devices. The founder of the biker gang, Jashpreet, I can't even pronounce that name. We'll call him Jay. Jay was indicted on multiple federal firearms charges in the U.S. just days after he was arrested for trying to board a flight to India. The charges include unlawful dealing of firearms, unlawful possession of a machine gun, U.S. authorities said. A federal grand jury returned a 3-count indictment against Jay. He's only 26 years old, and he's from Lodi, California, on Thursday, charging him with unlawful dealing of firearms, unlawful possession of a machine gun, and possession of an unregistered short-barreled rifle. The acting U.S. attorney has announced, according to court documents, Jay was the founder of the Punjabi Devils Motorcycle Club, a Stockton-based outlaw motorcycle gang, they said, associated with the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, the U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement. On June 6th, Jay attempted to sell several weapons to an undercover officer, including a short-barreled rifle, 3 other assault weapons, a machine gun conversion devices, and a revolver. A subsequent search of Jay's residence resulted in the discovery of additional firearms, including a machine gun, another machine gun conversion device, and a silencer, the statement read. The hand grenade and other explosive devices were also recovered from the Indian origin man. The sheriff's bomb team safely destroyed a hand grenade and a suspected claymore mine allegedly found from him. Holy shit. Officers also discovered a single pineapple-style capped and fused hand grenade, as well as what law enforcement believe was a military electronic clapped claymore mine. The explosive ordnance detail of the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department bomb team destroyed these items at the scene, it added. A claymore mine is a type of explosive device used by the military. The FBI arrested Jay at San Francisco airport, foiling his attempt to flee to India. On July 23rd, 2025, the FBI received an alert from the U.S. Customs and Border Protection that Jay had booked a ticket to India and was scheduled to depart from San Francisco International Airport on July 26th. On that day, officers located and arrested Jay at the airport before he could flee. Jay remains in federal custody, the U.S. attorney stated. Jay was initially facing charges in San Juan County related to these offenses on July 21st. He failed to appear in court, and the state issued a bench warrant for him. Now he faces 25 years in prison if convicted. Jay faces up to 25 years in prison and a $510,000 fine. And they converted it into rupees. In fines for firearms violation if convicted. If convicted of unlawful dealing of firearms, Jay faces maximum mandatory penalty of 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. If convicted of possession and transfer of machine gun, he faces a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. If convicted of unlawful possession of an unregistered short-barreled rifle, he faces a maximum of 10 years in prison and a $10,000 fine, the statement added. The charges are only allegations. The defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, the U.S. attorney said. That's crazy. So, this must be the Punjabi Devils is, if I'm not mistaken, it's like an Indian-based motorcycle club. And obviously they have close ties to the Hells Angels. I've never heard of these guys before until they converted it into rupees from Zelda. Yeah. Hardwire, what's going on? How are you? Rory, what's good? It's pretty crazy. I mean, this dude's selling machine guns with cut off barrels. It is a nice bike, right? Definitely is. I don't know about them handlebars, man. I can't do the ape hanger shit. Waiting for you at the airport. Hell yeah. When you're flagged, you know the day before, you even know what you're doing. Hey, you can't miss court and think you're going to jump on an international flight. I have not seen an Indian motorcycle club, not East Coast thing. I have never seen them over here. I don't think that they're on the East Coast. I think they're just a West Coast type thing. If anyone is out there and you know anything about this club, let us know in the comments. This is the first time I've ever even heard of this club before. And obviously maybe they're a support club for the Hells Angels. When you flag, they know you're leaving a day before, 100%. One chapter club in Stockton. Oh, so they're not very big, right? This is about all of them right here. There's only 3. It only takes 5 people to make a motorcycle club, allegedly. Here's a picture of their clubhouse. That guy on the ladder must be a prospect. But this guy's in some serious trouble, and he's the founder of the club. So who knows? Maybe the club will fall apart with him not being around. Sometimes that's the case. Like the person that keeps them all together, once he's gone, kind of falls apart. Calvin says, I've always found them hilarious. I know, I was kind of intrigued when I seen it. I was like, what? What the hell? And if you guys have been watching the news lately, speaking of Muslims and Islam and all that stuff, Kathy Hochul is wearing a hijab. What? Kathy Hochul, the trash ass governor. I think she's the governor, right? Yeah, the governor of New York City. She's wearing a hijab. Like, what's wrong with these people? They play dress up just for what? So they could get some likes or something? This lady is the worst thing ever to happen to New York City. Not to mention the guy that's running, right? The guy that is going to tax white people and all this other shit. Little does he know that's illegal to do that. You can't tax one race because you don't like them. You can't tax people because of the color of their skin. That's definitely racism. I don't understand how someone like that can even be elected, let alone be running for mayor. And he wasn't even born in the United States. These people do not have the best interests of the United States. They don't care about this country. People like that should not be allowed to run for office. I don't believe they should even be allowed to run for office. I mean, look at this chick. If you're a Muslim or you're practice Islam, you should be outraged at this woman doing this. That's kind of making a mockery of your religion. That's like someone going somewhere and putting on that cap that goes on for people that are Jewish, right? They wear that cap thing. It's cosplay. Dude on the ladder. Right, his feet are supposed to never leave. Oh, the guy on the ladder, let's see. He must not have experience, and the sign's a little crooked. I guess they're a 1% club. I did not know this. I guess they're a Indian-based 1% club in California with close associates in the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. There's pictures of them with members of the Hells Angels. I have never heard of this club in my life until this all transpired, but I guess they're a 1% club. Look at their banner. But this dude got caught with a lot of machine guns. Look at all these AK-47, some revolvers, bunch of some shotguns. He got caught with machine gun conversion kits. He got caught with grenades. Like, these dudes ain't playing. So now we're going to go over and check out these two guys. Who are these guys? So 2 men charged for motorcycle shooting in East Topeka. This is in Kansas. 2 men have been charged in connection with a double shooting incident that occurred July 24th, 2025 in the capital city. According to Shawnee District Attorney Darian Mashaud, 20 years old, and Samuel Bustos, 19, both of Topeka, were formally charged with crimes Thursday, July 31st. Officers with the Topeka Police Department responded to a motorcycle crash around 4:48 a.m. Thursday, July 24, 2025, near the area of Southeast 6th Street and California Avenue. It was later determined that 2 people had been shot in the incident. Their condition wasn't immediately available. Topeka police officers identified and arrested Mashaud and Bustos for the alleged shooting incident related to a crash the next day on July 25th, 2025. Mashaud is currently in custody on a $250,000 bond, and he was charged with the following charges: criminal discharge of a firearm at an occupied vehicle, resulting in great bodily harm, that's a level 3 felony; aggravated battery, knowingly great bodily harm, that's a level 4 felony; aggravated battery, knowingly bodily harm with a deadly weapon in the manner whereabout great bodily harm can be inflicted, that's a level 7 felony. I have no clue about these levels in Topeka, but apparently that's a bad charge. Bustos remains in custody at the time and has other unresolved criminal cases in Shawnee County District Court. They stated that their bond is pending until the next court date. Bustos is charged with the following. Bustos is the guy on the right, and Darian is the guy on the left. So Bustos is charged, the guy on the right, is charged with criminal discharge of a firearm into an occupied dwelling, into an occupied vehicle, resulting in great bodily harm, aggravated battery, knowing great bodily harm, aggravated intimidation with a witness, attending or giving testimony at trial. Wow, aggravated intimidation of a witness. Aggravated battery, knowing causing great bodily harm with a deadly weapon or in the manner of whereabout great bodily harm can be inflicted. And he was charged with criminal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That's a level 8 felony. So these guys are absolutely screwed. So here's another article that has to do with this situation. 2 shot in the incident that included a motorcycle crash in East Topeka. 2 people were shot early Thursday in an incident that included a motorcycle crash in East Topeka, officials said. The shooting and the crash were reported at 4:48 a.m. Thursday. The motorcycle crash reported on 600 block of Southeast California Avenue. The rider was transported to the local hospital with serious injuries. Police, late Thursday morning, the motorcycle rider had been shot. His condition wasn't available Thursday morning. The red Yamaha motorcycle that crashed came to rest in the area of Southeast California between Southeast 6th Street and Southeast 10th Avenue. Meanwhile, shortly after the motorcycle crash was reported, officers responded to reports of another person being shot about 2 blocks east of Southeast 6th and Market Street. The person's condition wasn't believed to be life-threatening. Police units remained at the scene past 7 a.m. on Thursday. Traffic on Southeast California was closed following the investigation. The street happened to reopen around 7 a.m. So these guys are fucking screwed. It looks like something transpired between these guys and the person on the motorcycle and someone else. Here, I'll show you guys a picture of the motorcycle.
Storm damage isn't just common, it's personal. We know the toll it takes, and we're...
When it stops the thing, I'll play it for you guys. Damn it. Alright, so this is just the police investigating at the scene. So check it out. They obviously got nothing to do over there, right? Hey, Alpha, what's going on? Thanks for joining me today. Dragon's Classy Diamond Art, what's going on? Hit that like button. Virginia, what's good? This dude got shot off his bike. He won because the others in Israel. Ken, what's good? There's a lot of craziness going on out there, and I'm going to be bringing all the information as it becomes available. We got so much stuff to talk about. I can do 10 shows a day and still have more content left over. I don't want to give it away on some of the shows I have. Look at this picture. This is funny. Kathy Hogle. Not Without My Pandering, starring Kathy Hogle. Oh, shit. she goes and wears a hijab. Like, come on. That's totally disrespectful. You don't do that. These people. That's like Kamala putting on accents. Depending on where she was, she would put on different accents. Crazy. These people are delusional. They really are. I think it's funny. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Bull Harris has yeah, I'm sure he has tapes of all the founders of clubs. If anyone knows Bull Harris's whereabouts, please put it in the comments. I know some people that would like to have a conversation with him. Yeah, Jay is screwed with that arsenal. Thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Black Dragon left his life, going to the hospital. Let's all pray for Black Dragon. Homie just left his life. Why? What happened to him? Sending prayers to Black Dragon. Shout out to Black Dragon. Go check out his channel. Thank you for gifting a membership, Lindsay. I appreciate that. Whoever won the membership, you will not be disappointed. I promise you. Northern California, tons of clubs wear 1%ers in California. All you have to do is buy permission. What? All you have to do is buy the permission. Said prayers up for Black Dragon. He just left his life to go to the hospital. Damn. Sending prayers to Black Dragon. Hopefully he's okay. Who won the membership? You did, Hardwire? Yeah, it's insane what Bull Harris is doing, but he's been caught. He's been exposed, and I mean, people are starting to realize that he is completely full of shit, and he is not authorized to do anything. And listen, I'm not in a motorcycle club. I don't claim to be. I never want to be. Never wanted to be in the past. Don't want to be in the future. Have no desire to be anything other than what I am. So this guy's desire to be like involved is so crazy. It's pretty sickening. It really is sickening. And then one of his brothers was killed, but I got a video of him supporting the club that killed one of his brothers. So, make it make sense. Coming up next week, we're going to be doing a show on the Breed Motorcycle Club. You guys know who the Breed is, right? So the Breed was caught up in these crazy indictments because of one of the leaders was treating it like the mafia, and it was crazy. They did a Gangland special about the Breed, and allegedly they were dissolved as a motorcycle club, but they're back. We got confirmation that they are back. Snap, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Keep up the good work, man. You're the best. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, we got a new member. Thank you for getting a membership. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to be uploading some new. That dude was nuts, Alpha says. Definitely tried to run it like the mafia. Thank you for getting a membership, Chaos. I appreciate that. I'm going to be uploading some videos today. You guys will definitely like them. So the Breed, people said that they were dissolved and that they weren't coming back, that they were all done, but they're not. I have proof that they're not. Looks like the Breed is back on the road. So we're going to be doing a show about the Breed and take a closer look into who the Breed is and some of their past. I don't know if you would call them mistakes, but some of the past leadership that maybe headed them down the wrong direction. looks like the breed is back in business. They were saying that they were dissolved and there was no more breed, but obviously they're back. But yeah, that one guy that was running the breed. Let me check, find out his name. Hold on. So the Breed Motorcycle Club was founded in 1965. Is known for its involvement in criminal activity, including racketeering, drug trafficking. The club was disbanded in 2006 after many prominent members were arrested or indicted. So they said that they were disbanded and they were no longer a part of anything. They appeared on an episode of Gangland, and the episode's name was Evil Breed, that premiered in 2009. So apparently they disbanded in 2006, but they are back as of 2025. They were 1% Motorcycle Club. In 2006, law enforcement operation led to the arrest and conviction of numerous members, including prominent figures, resulting in the club's disbandment. The club was founded by Salvatore DeLullo in Asbury Park, New Jersey in 1965. The club was originally known as the New Breed, but its full title didn't fit properly on the colors. The breed patch over the Riverside, New Jersey Breed Aces and Motorcycle Club, 8 Motorcycle Club, the Elizabeth, and New Jersey-based Branded Motorcycle Club in 1983 due to parts of its effort in Jim the Irish Power, who was known as Irish Prez. His efforts to expand the club with minimal violence and his desire to make the club more profitable and larger in numbers. Power's efforts took the breed to a level of profit and members that made the MC become a large force, not to be underestimated or taken lightly by its rival clubs. Its peak was in 1970. The breed was the most prominent outlaw club in the state and also had chapters in New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. It had a membership of between 3,000 and 4,000 members, and they had a lot of conflicts with the pagans. In March of 1971, the club engaged in a confrontation with the Hells Angels in Cleveland, Ohio, which resulted in the deaths of 5 people. During the following 2 decades, the breed were consistently attacked by the Hells Angels, including a hand grenade attack on a house of the breed's national president in Plainfield, New Jersey. The conflict with the Hells Angels, as well as infighting, law enforcement efforts, and rivalry with the pagans, led to the breed decreasing its numbers to approximately 900 members in 1990. And reduced territory comprised of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and Central and South Jersey in 1989. The breed had 2 chapters in New Jersey, the mother chapter operating out of Middlesex County, and the South Jersey chapter operating out of Riverside, run by Jim Irish Power, with most operations of the club being run out of the White Eagle Bar in Delran, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania chapter in Bucks County. Membership was estimated at approximately 40 members in 2000. The numbers, however, were greatly underestimated, as it was based on arrests that were made rather than the actual number of members estimated. Legitimacy is closer to 500. The Breed, along with the rivals, the Pagans, the most prominent distributors in methamphetamine in New Jersey, and were reportedly infamous among outlaw motorcycle clubs due to their propensity for recruiting expelled members from rival clubs, as well as cooperating with law enforcement. The Breed said to have gone defunct after being dismantled by law enforcement operation in 2006, which led to the imprisonment of 19 members for drug trafficking and racketeering offenses. The club was subject to a 2009 gangland episode called Evil Breed. And we're going to talk more about that club on an up-and-coming episode. But they are back. Yes, Ohio. Yeah, they were in Ohio. Talk about all the time, but heads. The Breed in another club you talk about all the time, but heads, that will be interesting. Yeah, they're definitely still around. This video was taken about a month ago. That was taken about a month ago in 2025, so they're definitely back. Yeah, so since Breed once, they're still here in Ohio. So another thing we're going to talk about this coming up week is party pants. You guys know what party pants are? Party pants are when a person in a club will take patches from other club members, rival clubs, and sew them on a pair of pants. And they usually wear them at parties. We're going to talk about party pants. Almost every club back in the day would do that. And I don't think they would take people's patches to be, I don't know, maybe. Who knows? But people used to get stripped of their patches all the time back in the day. And that's what they would do. They would sew it onto their pants. And they would call them party pants. If you guys aren't aware of that. But that's a dying thing, I think. Because now, if you take someone's cut, you get charged with strong arm robbery. And we're going to be going over a video of someone getting their cut taken. And we're going to talk about what's the reasons why they would take someone's cut. Yeah, right. Don't get caught with them party pants. It's probably a charge for every patch on there, right? That's what women call me, party pants. They call me tripod. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this show. There's a lot more content. I might be going live a little later because there's a lot of information out there, and I want to bring it to you guys. Sending prayers out to Black Dragon. I hope he's okay. Go check out Black Dragon. I hope you guys have a great and safe weekend. If you are going out to Sturgis, hit me up, and we'll set up a live. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to donate to the show, you can hit up Cash App. PayPal, super stickers, super chats, all that good stuff. I appreciate every single penny goes right back into the show. I couldn't do this without you. We are growing at a fast pace. we just hit another milestone. We have 16,399 subscribers. One more, and we got 16,400. But I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chattin with Staxx, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate all you guys, and remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.